Hello Sagittarius, this is your May through June reading. I did a reading at the start of March before everything got so crazy in the world, and I believe I was one of the first to give a timeline, even before the news was really letting timelines out. So if you want to go back and check that out, you can. It just didn't feel right to do a reading in April. So for today's reading, I am not going to do a very serious one. There are a lot of people that are giving fantastic guidance, but what I would like to do today is just sort of make it light and fun. So we'll see what comes up, but we're going to keep it kind of light. Oh, can I get that in there? So I hope everyone is finding a way to entertain themselves. Sagittarius, let's see what's going on for you. Some of you are coping with the issues of the moment with a lot of humor. Some of it's getting a little... you may be accidentally offending people because it's a coping mechanism. And your definition of a joke or coping may not be someone else's. But I still think it's better than the alternative, which is to really get, emotionally strained. And I think in your mind, you're like, listen, I am the king of these jokes, and that's it. And you're really not interested in having anyone tell you that you can't be... some of the jokes, they're not PC, and I think you're really not interested in having people tell you that you can't do that. I think for a lot of people, you are the jokester in the room, and when you talk to them on the phone or by text or Zoom or whatever you're using, you feel like you're coming in with that sort of vibe. There are a lot of people, though, who secretly love your jokes, even the ones that aren't too PC, and they want to laugh or they want to say something, but they're a little scared. So, I mean, what you might want to do, Sagittarius, is just start to open conversation. I think the world has kind of had enough of that, the PC thing. I love that in recent years, so many people have been welcomed to the table, and there's really an openness, and I love that. But I think things can swing a little too far to the left or to the right, and I don't mean that in terms of politics. I just mean, in terms of people getting very extreme. The door opens up and then opens up a little wider, and then people tend to want to kick it down because they think they have to, because they've been so restricted for a long time. So. And then they feel like they can't make jokes that are really just, they sort of push the boundary a little bit, but they are funny. As long as they're not meant to be mean or disrespectful. And again, it's just such a great way to cope with life. So I love that, Sagittarius. Good for you. See what else is happening for you, Sagittarius. If you had an idea for something, we'll have to wait. But I think this is kind of a blessing in disguise. I think you had some plans to travel. You may have even had plans to go and see people that maybe you were in a long distance or an online relationship with, and the timing of this whole thing is actually better than you think, because either someone else will come along, you may even meet them online. In these group discussions, sometimes people are bringing their friends in, and you have like 5, 10, or 20 people on these conference calls. And you may meet someone else that is a little closer and a little more compatible. The other thing about being behind a screen is, I think for you, it gives you a little more room to not be as shy and kind of let that side of yourself show a little more. And that's really great because it breaks the ice a lot faster. Sagittarius, I think for you, I think you are not in such a generous mood in terms of your family or friends. And what I mean by that is, I think a lot of people were coming to you for advice. And I think this disconnect from people and social situations has kind of brought you to a place where you're like, you know what? I kind of want to do my own thing. I want to be in my own world, and I really kind of like it. So, you know what, Sagittarius? Keep on. Keep doing what you're doing. Leave a comment below and make me laugh about something, because I could really use it. All right, Sagittarius, we'll talk to you soon.